it has formally written to JPS, giving them notice that at the end of the current license, 2 years from now, July 8, 2027, a new provider will be on board in Jamaica with substantially different terms and conditions. The Minister of Energy, Daryl Vaz, said there have been several global developments which Jamaica has not been able to benefit from because it's locked into the present terms and conditions of the Jamaica JPS license. And we had an example of that recently when the issue of the special economic zone was raised about providing electricity outside of JPS to provide business people in the special economic zone. And JPS pointed out that, listen, that would not be in keeping with the terms and conditions of our exclusive license. Therefore, a provider who could have exploited renewable sources of energy to lower electricity costs to users in the special economic zone could not be onboarded in Jamaica because of the terms of the current license. So the government, I am interpreting this as a strategic negotiating move. Yeah? It is saying, okay, we have honored the terms and conditions of your license in keeping with good business. At the end of the license, we intend to go in a completely new direction. New terms, new conditions. They will send out what is called a request for proposals. They will outline not only a request for proposal, the terms, but it will also determine the key conditions that any provider must meet to be granted a license to operate in Jamaica. They must be prepared, to meet these new terms and conditions. So I think this is a strategic negotiating move. Yeah? So JPS will have to come back to the table if it wants to continue in the business of providing electricity to Jamaica, to be prepared to enter a brave new world where it has been protected for many years. That is not going to continue. The role of renewables, crucial now. Yeah? I gather the media briefing is also dealing with a number of other issues, but Billboard is on the line. Billboard?
Good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm alive and well.
I need your siren. You know, your alarm, you sound that siren.
Yes.
I need for you to sound the alarm for me.
About what?
We need the person who is speaking on behalf of the political ombudsman to say something now. We don't want to wait until the life is lost. Then the other one to introduce the system. Enough crossness is going on with the speech that are being made. This one now that's talking about war. The one who's supposed to have a man them. It's getting hotter and hotter. In St. Catherine where West Central St. Catherine where Raymond Price and my man is running. It's developing to be a stormy here. I get to understand what I said.
That's in East Central St. Catherine, Terrelong versus Price?
Where Raymond Price and my man is.
Orlando Terrelong.
Terrelong is. It's
Yes.
getting real teamy on that side also.
Oh.
Real team, you need to do your investigation and say that what I'm saying is true. And these cross statements by these ladies coming out is developing anti-climate war.
It is Billboard. It is Billboard, and I made the point this morning, yes, that it is not looking good at all. Yeah? we need to tone it down and tone it down permanently. Yeah? And
that man need to come up now.
Yes.
Come out
Yes.
now and say something on it. They're following on the ease of their leader that say we have to take it to them.
Get wicked upon them.
Get wicked from them.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't need none of this again. Those who live in the 80s, 79, 80s.
Yes.
It's not feeling good. And I'm asking, where is the PNP? I am asking a question. Is there no PNP about to say something? Calm it down. But Mr. Warmington said that I told the 11 room Jamaican to apologize, you know.
So that you're breaking up Billboard. You're going in on...
What Mr. Warmington said the other day, I totally endorse him apologize. But it was not a threat to anybody. But
Yes.
these are threats coming out.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not smelling good, man.
No. I'll join you with that.
And
Thank you, Billboard.
I'm calling on the PNP to come out and say something. Not the
Yes, sir.
United.
All right. Okay, sir. Time for the break.
My hands were steady.
Their license will not be renewed. That's in 2 years. What else did we learn out of the conference this morning, Mahiri?
Well, I guess what we need now is the context behind the decision. And I actually asked Minister, did last year's handling of Beryl have anything to do with it? And he said no. He says that the decision that they made based on a long-term thing. It was not some knee-jerk reaction. It wasn't in reaction to Beryl. Minister Vaz is saying that there are aspects of life, whether it be the cost of electricity or the failure to implement renewals under this license that JPS is under right now, that is not making sense for the ministry and for the government. And that's kind of the inspiration behind them making this decision. And I actually challenged him on the renewables case because that's something that stood out to me. So he's saying that under the current license agreement, they aren't able to implement renewable energy in the scale at which they want it to. And that's one of the major reasons that they've kind of gone for this move to not renew. And another thing to clarify is that it's under these current terms. So the current terms that JPS is signed under right now is what will not be renewed. But this doesn't necessarily mean that in the future, JPS won't be signed on to a different deal. But under this agreement, there will not be a renewal.
Yes. In fact, he was clear to point out that JPS could apply. Yes?
Yes.
But
yes,
the terms, yeah, okay.
There's definitely a future in 2027 where JPS is still supplying the nation with electricity, but under different circumstances, yes.
And that to me telegraphed that this was a strategic negotiating move on the part of the government. Yes? So it is not burdened by the terms and conditions of the current license. Yes? So it can now roll the dice. It can really now lay the groundwork to say to JPS or anyone else, yeah, this is what we want. Can you deliver it? And at what cost? On what terms? I think that is a real big point to be made out of what I heard from the minister this morning. I gather the issue of the controversy over the removal of the 12-year criterion in 12-year experience in law enforcement for the position of Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigation Division was raised as well. What happened there?
It was raised by Information Minister Senator Dr. Dana Morris Dixon. She was clarifying that it wasn't necessary. Law enforcement was something that previous heads didn't necessarily have in terms of being able to carry out the role of head of the FID. And they did confirm that under the original criteria, somebody was selected and chose not to take up the role. And I believe it was after that that they actually made the decision to take law enforcement out of the requirement.
Oh,
And
that's somebody being the former Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey.
well, I mean, she didn't confirm, she didn't name any names, but I believe that that's the name that's being floating around.
Yes.
On at least.
Yes. Okay,
And
so
she also specified that in terms of the ATI request, she did say that her media house had requested the contracts and the scoring sheet, and they got that through ATI, but she also specified that when it comes to ATI requests, you can only get documents from it. So there are certain things that were asked from the government that, based on the Access to Information Act, wouldn't be able to be given.
Oh, explain that. Based on the what?
Yeah, so basically, in terms of the ATI request, under that law, they're only able to give you documents, and minister specified that if you're not requesting a document. So the documents that a media house had asked for in relation to this matter, I believe I think she said the scoring sheet and the contract, those were given, but there were some other requests made, I'm not sure what they were, that weren't given because they were documents.
Oh, I think I gather, based on the reporting in the Gleaner on Sunday, that request asked for who had that conversation, the copies of that conversation as to change or to drop the 12-year experience in law enforcement. That wasn't a document. They asked for the details of the discussion. Are there any correspondence to suggest?
Indeed.
Yeah, okay, got you. Anything else newsworthy out of it this morning, Mahiri?
Well, I know for a fact that we're going to get a reaction from the PSOJ president. He did say that, I mean, he gave his congratulations to the government for making this decision, but there's going to be a response from the PSOJ in terms of a full statement. And Minister Morris Dixon said, along with what she said about the FID and the selection process, there's also going to be a statement coming from the ministry as well, speaking a bit deeper into what she announced. So I guess whoever's listening to us right now will have to tune in 5 o'clock, and they'll get a comprehensive report of that.
Thank you very much, Mahiri. Yes, Mahiri Stewart reporting from the Office of the Prime Minister for us. Thank you, Mahiri.
Thank you.
Good. And we're going to turn for a reaction to the news of JPS. We have Mr. Garnet Reed, the president of the Small Business Association of Jamaica. Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Good morning, Cliff, and thanks for having me.
To advise it that it will not be renewing its license, which ends come July 8, 2027. It will not be renewing the license. It will be going to the market for new electricity providers, yes, on new terms and conditions. Therefore, the government has strategically made a decisive negotiating pivot away from JPS. Yeah, so whoever wants to come on board, including JPS, the minister said, it will be under terms that are beneficial to Jamaica. Yes, and of course that is very, very important, because since the old license was negotiated, there have been significant developments in the energy sector. Yeah. For example, renewables. Garnet Reed, your reaction, your members' reaction.
Yes, Cliff, my reaction, I think that is welcome news to the micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. From the beginning, Cliff, we've been saying that the JPS need a competition. Without a competition, the SME sector will be suffering. High electricity bill. JPS is not investing in the company. For example, if we get a good shower rain, the power outage. If tree blow, the power outage. So they need to, in the new power company that's coming on board, must reinvest back into the light and power company.
And this move is no more than a strategic negotiating move, because the government is now saying that, okay, JPS now has a handle, they're taking that away.
Yes, but Cliff, remember, government have a 20% interest in JPS, the people of Jamaica.
Yes.
I think North Korea and Japan are saying, and government have 20%. So
Maribeni through the Japanese and East West through South Korea. Yes, they are the principal shareholders, yes.
Right. And so they will be going back to the table, and I'm sure JPS will join them around that table, and then they need to negotiate. So need to negotiate for the interest of the Jamaican people, the interest of the business people who are suffering and who feel it most. So the Business Association of Jamaica, welcome news to the people of Jamaica, and we will be supporting them and hope that all the negotiation will be in the best interest of the Jamaican people.
And that means significantly reduced energy prices. That's what we're hoping for.
And that new negotiation must mean invest back in it so that you don't have power outage. Typically, when you have power outage, it cuts production. Okay?
Yes.
Whether you're manufacturing oil, shampoo, soap, food, production, meat, and so on and so forth. And so you cannot have these regular power outage. And if a tree blow too hard, if we have a good shower rain, it's just crazy. You have to, people are paying high. We are one of the highest electricity bill in the world. And therefore, we need value for money. And so in the market, it's a good move, and it's something that we've been calling for a very long time. So the Small Business Association of Jamaica, welcome news to the Jamaican people, and welcome news to the SME sector.
Thank you very much, Garnet Reid. You're welcome, the president of the Small Businesses Association of Jamaica. After the break, more of your calls. I'm going to pinch myself. Yes, I think life is still there. Doing.
Yes. I mean, call you last year one time about the street light them in Chamsa Street in Montego Bay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Well, me I call you about over clock in a St. James over clock tower.
Where that they know? Where in St. James is that?
The over clock tower, Barney Street. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really dark. Mr. Use about 3 of the street light them gone. People afraid of this all night time. The light them gone up the dark when night come, and Mr. Chin have to let him light on for his business place.
Oh. That means that Mr. Chin light up here for phone.
Yes. So
service.
You want to start out.
Okay. Says what happened? The JPS light is off?
Yes, a JPS light. So I don't know what happened. A JPS light.
Oh. Okay, so that you say is Barn. Repeat the area again?
Yes. Just the clock tower up at Barney Street. Just say clock.
Then we don't know exactly where.
Them would know.
Okay, clock tower Barnett Street in Montego Bay.
Yes. Coming down from Jarrett Street, yes, it's dark. You light them on start out.
Okay.
Yes. And one next point again. The sidewalk in from St. James Street. A man hold them rotten, Mr. Hughes. And people, they drop down in them. People almost, they broke them foot. In I hold them. They hold them rotten, Mr. Hughes.
The manual. What do you mean the manual them rotten? The cover?
Yes, he cover them rotten and he wall them, they broke way. Right now, one they right in front of me walk. A piece of board they have to use cover it.
Oh.
They want to start up, Mr. Hughes. Then stay back.
Yeah. I hope who is the councillor for that area? You know? But the St. James Municipal Corporation.
I don't really know about councillor, them, you know.
That would be something for the municipal corporation or the works agency. Or the works agency. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, St. James, Mr. Mayor Vernon?
Yes.
Get on to that.
Yes.
And tell us where again are those manholes?
St. James Street, right from St. James Street.
St. James Street in Montego Bay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Dwayne. Thank you much.
One
more? Yes.
May I go on the politics, you know?
You couldn't resist not touching the politics, eh?
May
I understand?
What's wrong with Mr. Golden? What's wrong with them? What's happened to them?
What do you mean?
why they have to spread so much propaganda? You tell me, say, true, you know, like, the party in a power. No can want do, you can't say, man, they do nothing good. That's no fear, Mr. Youth. We are all equal, you know. We are all human beings. So if the man they work, give him credit in work. The man they do good work.
Oh.
And no government no work like Mr. Holness since him coming.
No government no work like him?
No, me no see it. Me a 90s baby, you know. Me see it, me watch PJ all of them come down, you know. And no, none of them no put in such a work what this man put in.
Give me some of the examples why you think say him put in a lot of work.
Look
You tell me.
Look for the crime rate. That's one of them.
Gone down. Crime gone down.
Aye. Yeah. Look for the minimum rate gone up. And what the next one again? Anyway.
Then what you know, or you only two you remember?
Employ, so when you? Yeah.
Unemployment.
Aye, right.
Gone down. Low.
Do that.
No previous government has done that.
Road are fixed, people get water, people they get light, house they bill.
No, yeah,
Too much highway they bill, Mr. Jones. Road are patch. Right now, me go call you go East Central, St. James, and me look, me see road them start shubba. It's about a put in work.
What do you mean the road them start shub off?
Yeah, man, the road them are grade off and the mall and the asphalt.
Oh, I see.
So you don't call 1 hour to come and be, you know, Mr. Youth. And right now, a half hour to come and be early.
Where you come from? Summerton.
Yes, in the East Central, Summerton.
And it used to take you how long?
Me usually take all a hour to come down, and right now, at least a half hour to come and be. Road them pretty.
Carpet.
Yeah, man, work a quad. So me have to be for them. Do not follow the party. And when it day come, then draw back and no vote. They must vote because work a one and better is yet to come. When they come, and Mr. Golden do bill 50,000 house in a 5 years. Tell me.
You have to ask him, man. Ask him or him candidate them.
That can't happen, Mr. Youth. So you take 5,000 house in a 1 year?
Yeah. You don't think they can manage that?
No, he can't manage that. No goes a tricky people them find one way. And our opposition can do all the promises that he can, you know, because, you know, in a government, they can make all the promises I want. Than
I see.
And I ask them one question to run.
Yes.
I ask them if they want Favor Williams or they want Julian Robinson. If they want Mr. Bartlett or they want Victor McNeil. If they want Dr. Chang or they want Peter Bunty. They want Dana Marsh Dixon or they want Damian Crawford. I just that me they ask them what they want.
All right, sir. All right, Dwayne.
All right, let me call you again.
All right, Dwayne.
Let me call you again.
All right, Dwayne. Take care. Time for the break. Good morning. Now, this morning, me hear you with Nora.
Yeah.
What are you love nation, man?
I think you talk to you because you're solid as a rock, you know.
All right, yeah. All right, Michael, go on.
Sorry for